Hello. Hello. Um, this is me again, you know, another black sheep. I'm recording my journey so far this year. It's April. Sometimes I feel like, what am I really doing with my life? Like I had to record the audio. My brain can't function the way it should. I guess I'm a simplistic man. Like I think simple because I forgot to hook up my mic. I guess I just feel like, you know, I'm doing, I guess I'm like everybody else, in life. But like with me, I just, you know, I don't even know how to explain this well. And this is all unscripted. Well, I guess you had highs and lows in life, like financially, just trying to feel like I'm surviving and not living. But it's like, for me, it's like you get, extra money from tax refund. Well, yeah, it's tax refund. But then all of a sudden, it's like, bam, your car starts making a weird noise. And then somebody who knows about cars at work observes your car and they're like, oh, well, that sounds like that's a power steering pump problem. I'm like, fuck. And then my dog, he's sick. He's old. He'll be 14 in about a week. So I took him to the vet today and, you know, like a checkup on his eye because he had like an eye infection. And I'm hoping, it's not anything lethal, but he may lose his eye. But it was like, the checkup with him and his liver, the vet, they look and prescribe more medication, which I didn't think it was going to be all that. And then talking about surgery to give him anesthesia and surgically remove his eye. I'm like, oh, that's gonna rank up to like, well, the surgery $800 when I asked. I'm like, damn, it's like veterinarians don't. I feel like they don't really care sometimes, or if they really care, because here in the states, it feels like, you know, like with humans and animals, like it doesn't feel like they don't care about their people, but it's just more of a business to just try to have people and animals be sick so they can make money and just, charge more for bills and like medication and test. Same thing like with mechanics in my car. I'm hoping to find a good mechanic, somebody who won't rip me off by overcharging like labor or parts. But then I was watching YouTube on how to change a power steering pump. So I already know if I do that, it's got to be hands on learning and watching at the same time for me to do something like that. But yeah, it's like turn around, have a power steering pump replacement because it's my work car and I need my car for work. But somebody said I can survive for a while or milk it by just putting power steering fluid in maybe every other day or two. So it's like I gain money and then I lose money. So I guess that's how Taoism is. You have negatives and you have positives, or positives and negatives. So I feel like life kind of works like that. But then some people call it karma, whatever. I don't know. And then it's like I'm the only one. I feel like I'm the only one that's taking care of my dog. Even though my family, they support in a way, but they're just gonna do like just watch him. They're not gonna apply medication or necessarily try to feed him or all this other stuff. But I'm like trying to make him drink water because he has dementia, and I'm hoping he's not dying or he can't drink water and he gets to the point where, we have to put him to sleep. So it's like I'm struggling financially paying for his visits to the vet. I mean, they used to help like pay like money, but I just didn't feel like, asking because I didn't want to feel like a burden, a dog. But to me, I've had him since he was a puppy, and it's like I'm just doing all I can. Like it's just me and him. And like I said, I don't feel like I'm living, I'm just surviving. And, and then it's like in life, nobody is going to save you or help you or give sympathy because I feel like people only care when about you when they need something or when you're useful to them for a situation. And that's how I feel about like with my coworkers and like like maybe one person at work will just check up to see how I'm doing, but majority of them feel like I can see through them, like they're hollow. The w- Yeah, the world can be a scary place when you feel like nobody cares and you're just invisible and you're just doing what you can. And I understand there are people less fortunate than me, you know, that don't have roofs over their heads or food to put on their table and, let alone if they have animal companions to feed them. But I mean, everybody's a main character in their own life. That's how I look at it. Not that I'm saying one struggle is worse than another struggle, but we're all struggling, have our own problems, and problems can be temporary. I guess only if you're allowed to be, because I guess some people say it's like a mindset, but I'm just gonna hang in there. Yeah. And I'm just Rizless. I mean, not that anybody will watch or listen to this video, but at least I'm doing something. Something's better than nothing. Like, it's better than just sitting there not doing shit, but looking at a wall or just looking at videos. At least, even if it's for 5 minutes, you're doing push ups or just walking or doing something. You're doing something instead of doing nothing. So, try anything, whatever you can.